I honestly don't know what I just watched. My mouth was literally on the floor the entire 60 minutes. To sum this episode up, G's a pervert. He is the black Michael Darby. They would be besties. He a freaky, deaky old man. Mia has parental issues. That's why she allows his behavior because of the way she was brought up. She does need to seek counseling. It was funny at first, but then it got really weird and creepy, and I started to feel very uncomfortable. It was secondhand embarrassment for me, and I was all the way here in St. Louis, and they were all the way somewhere in Washington, somewhere. This was filmed about 6 months ago, and I still am very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Candace and her wide nostrils just has no couth. She can't be stopped. She can't be stopped. There's a difference between fun shade and just being downright nasty, and she was being downright nasty. I will say her mama was the one that started this whole situation by being messy at the video shoot. Mia shouldn't have engaged. So therefore, Mia engaging in it is her starting it between them two. I don't think Mia was prepared for the fight that she had began, because with a bitch like Candace, you can't just argue with her. It's either argue or stab her in the neck, because there's just no in between with her. Or just shoot her in the forehead. Shoot her in one of them nostrils, because her nostrils are literally a double barrel shotgun. The motherfuckers are so wide. And she always talking about somebody wide face and wide feet. Meanwhile, her nostrils are like a Hoover vacuum. She was digging into Mia's ass. I felt bad for Mia, because Mia obviously isn't the type to Joan and go back and forth. She's not a reader, but I do think that she's a fighter, and she will fuck Candace ass up, because Mia seemed like the type that's been fighting her whole damn life. But who Jesus, Candace. Like, she the type of bitch where you literally have to choke the shit out of her and kill her. Like, ain't no fighting her. You have to kill her, because that bitch is relentless. We got to see a scholar's husband. When G said, "You a big motherfucker," I damn near stopped, dropped, and rolled. It was several funny lines. When a scholar and her husband showed up, and G was like, "Who the fuck is that?" I hollered. When he told Mia, "It's not very often I get the chance to tell you to shut the fuck up," I was like, well, if a nigga buy me a G-Wagon, I'm gonna shut the fuck up too. Shit, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna glue my lips shut, goddamn it, so I can get that goddamn G-Wagon. But it was like the pot calling the kettle black when Candace tries to tell Mia that her husband shouldn't talk to her like that in mixed company. Meanwhile, your ass degrades your husband in front of all of the America and all the other countries on a reality show. You tell your husband to shut the fuck up, and you what's the word, demasculate, I don't even know if that's a word, him in the worst way. But you got the nerve to tell somebody how their spouse should not talk to them. Girl, you the main motherfucker. Tell that man, "Don't make me cuss you out," this, that, the third. You can't tell nobody nothing. I liked on this episode that Wendy and Mia were getting along. I just feel like the mamas and stuff just stay out of it. You know, all that your mama shit, like, it's just certain shit you shouldn't say. But when we arguing, hey, you can't tell nobody how far to go when we arguing, I guess. But you got to be prepared for what might come after that. I feel like parents and kids should be off limit unless you just ready to square the fuck up. Like point blank and the period. And Mia is got more self control than me because it would have been back to back seasons where Candace would have got her ass whooped. Because I would have fucked her little ass up. I literally would have dragged her ass across that goddamn island. And she was wrong for picking up something and throwing it at that girl. Like, you just have not learned. And the Candace supporters are going to support her. And you got every right to do that. But right is right and wrong is wrong. She shouldn't have picked up nothing and threw it at that girl. She should not have. Like, you just got out of a whole scandal last season for an altercation. And here you are this next season doing the same damn thing. Because she would have had all the right to come over there and knock her in her motherfucking forehead. If we gonna argue, let's argue. But don't throw shit at me. Don't throw shit at me because I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass. Point blank and the period. And that little bitch ain't learned shit. She's literally the type of bitch where you have to drive a stake into her heart like she's a fucking vampire. Because that's exactly what she is. And she just acts ridiculous. And I see on next week episode, Chris ain't gonna be able to control her ass and get her ass together. She is a petulant fucking man child. She literally is a man child. She is a little boy in a dress. Child, this episode was a mess. Robin and Giselle acting like they ain't coming on the trip, knowing damn well they ain't gonna miss no free vacation because they broke asses can't pay for one they damn self. Them broke Billy Goats. What else? G don't need shit else to drink. What else happened this episode? I feel like I'm missing something. All I know, it was a mess. This was a mess. This was a mess. This was a mess. This was a mess. Askala is once again the voice of reason. I'm starting to like her a little bit more and more. But this was a mess, child. This was a mess. G was embarrassing as hell. He like the freaky granddaddy that you keep in the basement and don't let that nigga out. Child, that was oh God, Jesus Christ. It was like literally I was embarrassed the whole time. Like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I needed to stop watching or what. Like I just felt so uncomfortable. I felt like, what the fuck am I watching? Like it was just so much. It was G embarrassing the fuck out of Mia. Candace and her nasty reads that were funny, but then it was hitting below the belt. Child. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode, because baby, I am shooketh. I am shook the fuck up. Shook the fuck up. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell button. I love y'all, and I'll see you on the next one.